Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of CSL's Before Sunday, casted by El Coco. So today we'll be going for the first part into the series played last week between Gonzaga University, and Central Florida. So let's get right into the games. So the map is Daybreak, featuring the CSL, and at the bottom position we have Assassin playing for UCF as the blue Zerg, and at the top position we have Fallen playing as the red Zerg for Gonzaga University. So we have in store for our first game in the series as Zerg versus Zerg. Now this map is actually one of the most preferred in the Daybreak, and I think the most amazing games I've seen have been in this map for sure. In general, it's just probably one of the perfect maps out there. I mean, it even features one of like the really small expansions where like it only has a rich Bespin geyser and a few mineral patches, which yes, 6 mineral patches instead of the regular 8 mineral patches and 2 Bespin geysers, which are regular. So we see Assassin scouting his opponent already, and Fallen still hasn't scouted his opponent. On the other hand, Fallen sending a drone chasing Assassin's drone, and both drones begin hitting each other. This is actually interesting. Look who will come on top. And it turns out Assassin's drone is the winner in the engagement. Is he going to expand? Well, Assassin's taking a quick expansion, and on the other hand it seems as Fallen is going first for his spawning pool, taking his gas. Not really anything out of the ordinary so far. And at the same time Assassin just starting his spawning pool, getting his gas too. He got his gas about the same time of his opponent, so that doesn't matter that much, as both players are probably going to end up having a metabolic boost about the same time. Falling a little bit supply capped at the moment, just slightly. There we go, the overload completes. He should be building a drone. There we go, he builds a drone. And he's expanding, he's taking his natural kind of late compared to his opponent. Assassin finally with his first overlord over his opponent's natural expansion. He sends it back, he doesn't want it to have it killed by a queen. And at the same time we see the first Zerglings already popping out for Fallen, and Fallen going for a Baneling nest. Going to Baneling bust his opponent, maybe? Who knows? But we'll definitely see some Banelings coming for Fallen. On the other hand, Assassin just finishing his spawning pool and beginning immediately metabolic boost for his Zerglings. Assassin already 3 food ahead. Well, 2 supply ahead. 3. Never mind. There we go. 3 once again. Producing 4 Zerglings right now, while Fallen's actually producing 2 Banelings at the moment. I don't know if I like that idea of not having Zerglings and producing Banelings straight out. So we see some Zerglings just going out through the map, and since they don't have the metabolic boost yet, they're gonna be kind of slow. Oh my god, what's this? No way, Assassin actually began his metabolic boost later, I mean before his opponent, even though he got the spawning pool later, and began mining a little bit later the gas, the Bespin gas. And it's Assassin with the positioning of the queen blocking the Zerglings from getting any information inside the base. Oh no, he lets them in. No way. I know. Fallen's actually going to realize that his opponent is also going for Banelings, and he's probably going to get out of there. never mind, he lets both of the Zerglings die to the Queen and to the Zerglings. Now, as we can see, both players have a pretty similar location for their own overlords, and Fallon reacting with a Spine Crawler, trying to be extra safe against those Banelings and Zerglings. As this sending some Zerglings for scouting purposes. They get in, they scout that his opponent has expanded, and oh, they are gonna probably explode. Oh my god, one Baneling goes down. That was actually an excellent trade, as Assassin has only lost one Zergling for a Baneling, and oh my god, this Baneling once again it's trying to chase this Zergling and make it explode. If Assassin realized what is happening with his opponent, with the miscontrol of his opponent's Banelings, he could probably make this Zergling detonate onto a Baneling pretty easily. And he should... Oh, there we go, once again! Assassin trading a Zergling for a Baneling, which is awful for Fallon. There was some terrible control by Fallon. Should have been on top of that, not allowing his Banelings to detonate only on 2 Zerglings, 1 per Zergling. So going back to Assassin's base, Assassin has really nice saturation of his natural and really nice saturation of his main. At the same time, Assassin going for a Spire already and an Evolution Chamber at the same time. So he's going to start to upgrade his Zerglings pretty soon. He has more than enough money, and at the same time his Spire is about to be complete. While Fallon's lair is just about to complete. There we go, it completes. And now let's see what he goes for. He goes for a Spire, but it's going to be way later than his opponents, and that could actually mean that Assassin can get a huge lead when it comes to the Mutalisk count over his opponent, which would be pretty bad for his opponent. Now, an Overseer just gathering some scouting information, and the Overseer is going to find out about the lair and the Spire. That's really bad, because now Assassin knows that he has the advantage, that he started his Spire way before his opponent, and he's gonna get the Mutalisk. Oh my god, 9 Mutalisk at the same time. That's a lot of Mutalisk. And actually, Fallon, once his Spire finishes, he could probably produce even more Mutalisks. He's actually saving his guys pretty well. He might actually overproduce his opponent when it comes to Mutalisk, but Assassin double expanding, and he can, because he not only has the supply lead, he also has more resources than his opponent already. And Fallon overreacting to the Mutalisk. I really don't like that move, as he was only able to produce 6 Mutalisks instead of the 9 that he could have. I mean 10. He could have easily produced even more Mutalisks than his opponent. But now the Mutalisks get to his base, and now they're gonna begin chewing away at the Overlords. A Queen and some Spore Crawlers are actually trying to shoot them down. And now his supply cap. Fallon his supply cap, that is terrible right there, because his production could have easily been greater than his opponent's, but now his Mutalisk is going to be lower than Assassin's, and that also means that Assassin is going to have a lead. At the same time, we see an Overseer being produced at the center of the map. I don't know why. Doesn't make sense. The Mutalisk is trying to find the sweet spot, see whether they can attack his opponent, and Assassin losing 2 Mutalisk and getting a lot of damage right there. And now he has to fly back, because he could probably be one-shot by some Mutalisks from Fallon. Now Fallon trying to find where he can harass Assassin, and he might have just found it. The 4th for Assassin is unprotected. Now we are gonna have a Mutalisk engagement. Oh no, the reverse Mutalisk get actually left out, and Assassin picking up 3 Mutalisks. 3 Mutalisks already. That will make 4 now. 4 Mutalisks picked up by Assassin, and yeah, Fallen should just run to his third, where he will be safe. If he runs anywhere else, Assassin might pick up an extra Mutalisk. So Assassin with a huge lead already for this point of the map, with about a 30 supply lead over his opponent. And at the same time, Fallen has had this expansion for such a long time, still he hasn't mined that much out of it. Now, Fallen going for the Infestation Pit, but I think it might just be too late. And the Hydra then. I don't like that decision to go for 2 really heavy gas intensive units at the same time. And once again, another Overlord being picked up. And more Overlords could be picked up. There we go, 2 extra Overlords being picked up. That's Black Cap's Fallen even further. And Assassin is just getting ahead and more ahead from his opponent every single engagement that there goes on. He could even supply cap once against his opponent. Oh no, yeah, he could probably reduce the Overlord count once again, picking up that Overseer, if he realized that it was there. Now splitting his Mutalisks, that's actually pretty smart. Gathering some more scouting information. Now, oh, these Mutalisks are probably going to get picked up by Fallen. If he has good control there in the corner, they should be picked up pretty easily. No, they still survive. Okay, 2 of the Mutalisks have gone down. That Mutalisk survives with only 43 hit points, and it just gets away. So the hero Mutalisks, maybe. And at the same time, there was a counterattack while Fallen was distracted with some of Assassin's Mutalisk, and the Hydras have popped up, and Assassin is actually just going to fall back into his base. And oh my god, look at that mass expansion. Assassin mass expanding, and that is going to keep him way ahead from his opponent, as his larva production is always going to be way over his opponent's. Assassin once again going to a third to harass, and Fallen doesn't seem to have an answer to these attacks by Assassin. Oh my god, the Hero Queen trying to pick up on these many Mutalisks. That's a lot of Mutalisks. I would certainly not want to find in the middle of the map 28 Mutalisk, which is exactly the number that Assassin has at this moment. And he's producing an extra 4. He's just finishing his Infestation Pit, and at the same time he's researching Glial Reconstruction, which allows roaches to move quicker. Circuit Flyer Cappers level 2 is also almost complete for Mutalisks. Oh my god, the Mutalisk armor is way greater, and Assassin picking up some Mutalisks for free. And oh no, what's this? Assassin losing a lot of Mutalisks, but at the same time he picked up some Infestors, which is always good for Assassin. There's still some extra Infestors, and oh my god, Assassin could easily pick up these 2 tech buildings, Infestation Pit and the Hydraulic Stand from Fallen. And he picks up the Infestation Pit, and now he's going to pick up the Hydraulic Stand. At the same time we have more Mutalisks coming in, and he picks up the Hydraulic Stand. Assassin maxed out, and he's going back to the main of Fallen. No, picking up the spawning pool. That's a perfect thing to do right now, and he could even need to take on this queen and halt further more his opponent's production. Now all of these Mutalisks are just going to be dead, and oh my god, that's an insane number of Infestors. And with that many Infestors, Assassin's harassment should be nil. Now we see a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Banelings being produced at the same time that we see roaches, and we see even more roaches being produced, 14 roaches. And I don't think Fallen is going to have an answer to that once it actually hits, or he might just have it, as he's producing 15 roaches himself. Are they going to be on time though? That's the real question right now. Assassin going for the harassment once again and scouting at the same time. He's going to find the 4th extension from Fallon. Fallon is probably going to have to cancel this once this Mutalisk come down there, as he's not going to have an answer to that anytime soon. He's trying to send some units down there, but they're not going to be on timing. He should probably cancel this before he loses. No cancel on that hatchery, and he loses 300 minerals right there. Oh, I know, Assassin picking up some roaches. And I don't believe that this Hydralisk had the Hydro speed researched, so they're gonna be even slower off creep than they already are off creep. At the same time, Assassin is moving out with his army through the top of the map, while he has his Mutalisk position at the bottom of the map. He's probably going to do a double attack, attacking from the bottom with his Mutalisk into a third and into a natural expansion with his main army. And what's this? He finds his opponent's army. A nice fungal, but it's not enough as more bandits connect, and once again this is an incredible engagement. Oh my god! With the mutants from behind, Assassin begins picking up the infestors from Fallon. Fallon dropping to 140 supply, produces 16 roaches at the same time. He will survive as long as he picks up these mutalisks. And somehow Fallon manages to survive, but at the same time we have Assassin's second wave coming in really soon. Oh my god, that's a lot of units just streaming from every single base. That's a lot of Zerglings and a lot of roaches, and I don't think Fallon will be able to survive this one. The Zerglings finally reached their destination. Fallon not paying attention, just finally out about the attack, and he's out of energy in both of his infestors. The roaches have popped out, but I don't think this time it's going to be enough. He's retreating out to his main at the same time that Assassin is producing more units, but these Mutalisks are still alive for Fallon, which means that he could easily pick up these roaches if he was target firing, but he's in target firing right now with his Mutalisk. No, the Mutalisk picking up the Spine Crawler, and Assassin once again producing more and more units. Here we go, more roaches streaming into Fallon's base. Fallon trying to hold his base, not microing, just retreating, trying to keep his roaches alive as possible, as much as possible. And at the same time, Assassin has a small convoy of roaches killing some workers at the natural, and it seems that Fallon is holding the roaches out of his main, but Assassin producing 15 roaches at the same time, and Assassin might begin losing this engagement. No way, Fallon might actually be able to once again clean it up, and I don't know what was just killed, but the Hydralisk is still up, so I'm assuming it was the infestation pit. At the same time, 25 roaches at the same time producing 4 Assassin, and Fallon still survives. And he might just believe that he's fine, but at the same time I completely missed an attack at the 3rd expansion of Fallon, and I don't know whether this would be a proxy hatchery or manor hatchery. It's probably a manor hatchery. And Assassin is trying to semi-expand to his opponent's low-yielding expansion, I want to say. And the manor hatch gets picked up, but I wonder whether this hatchery is going to be picked up. Assassin has more than enough resources and map control to just expand anywhere in the map right now. And excellent fungal, trapping a lot of the roaches, but roaches actually have so much health that it doesn't really matter. And this Mutalisk are not going to be enough to clean up these roaches. And Fallon leaves the game, and UCF takes game 1 of the series. We'll be going into game number 2 pretty soon. Hello and welcome back to game number 2 between UCF and Gonzaga University. Now, the second game is going to be played at CSL Tower, so let's jump right into it. Now, at the top position of CSL Towers, we have Chopper Magnet playing for UCF, and at the bottom position we have Zizigi playing for Gonzaga University as the light pink Protoss. Now Zizigi is going to be playing, as I just said, at the bottom position as the pink Protoss, while Chopper Magnet for UCF is going to be playing as the green Terran. Now Zizigi already starting with his probe, which will the pylon, getting an early scouting information from Chopper Magnet, and Chopper Magnet just building his supply depot, as he can build the barracks without his supply depot. Now in the first game we saw UCF defeat in a ZVC between Assassin and Fallen. UCF took an early lead after game number 1. In a game that I actually want to say that Fallen defended perfectly when he was way behind. Now we see Zizigi's probe just scouting his opponent's base, and this is strange. Chopper Magnet began building his supply depot at the entrance of his ramp, but at the same time he is not walling in. This is indicative of some Terran player walling in, building the first supply depot right by the ramp, but at the same time Chopper Magnet just kind of did it half and half. Please pause. There we go. So there was a small pause done by Zizigi, and they resumed. Yeah, this is a replay, so we don't see the pause. So Chopper Magnet just finishing his barrack above now, and Zizigi throwing down his cybernetic score. Chopper Magnet is scouting his opponent, getting a general idea and sense of what his opponent is going for. He sees the gas, which is good, a good indicator of what his opponent might be doing, and he doesn't just second guess, which is always good because he knows that his opponent is not going to be doing anything weird and out of ordinary. Now Chopper Magnet is also mining off one gas at the moment. He's gonna be going for, he might just be going for 1-1-1. Maybe that's why he. Oh, did this probe? No, this probe didn't see the factory going down, and this marine should be more than enough to take on this probe. This probe trying to survive the marines attack, that it isn't going to. Oh, that probe dangerously close to scouting the factory, and there we go. That's why Chopper Magnet didn't build his barracks right by his supply depots. It was because he was going to be walling off with a bunker. In other words, this is an indicative, a really strong indicative of a 1-1-1. And exactly, it does seem that Chopper Magnet will be going 1-1-1 as he's taking his second gas already out of one barracks and no expansion at all. And there we go, the starport has begun building. Soon enough Chopper Magnet will build the tech lab, and at the same time Zizigi opting to go for a 2-gate right now, and I think he's going to be expanding pretty soon. Indeed, it seems he will, and that's terrible because he needs the robotic facility to be able to counter Chopper Magnet's 1-1-1, as he needs those observers if Chopper Magnet decides to go for Cloak. At the same time, he has some good idea of what his opponent is doing right now, as in he has control of the CSL Towers, and Zizigi not realizing that his opponent is floating a factory all around the map, which is an indicative of a 1-1 also, because he does know that his opponent has already a factory, and if it has been lifted, that means that his opponent is first of all not going to use it at all, and second of all, he probably built the starport before lifting it. And Chopper Magnet going straight for a Raven instead of Banshees. He probably will add the Banshees later on. The first reactor is done. There we go. The Tech Lab is being added on, and a third barracks being produced. At the same time, Zizig trying to scout his opponent, but he's not able to do so yet. And we see a robotics facility finally being built by Zizig. He was lucky enough that Chopper Magnet didn't go for Cloak Banshees earlier on. Here we go, the first Banshee on production, and his factory is being shot at. Chopper Magnet does now know that Zizig is actually going for an expansion right now. So he knows that his timing is running out. His time is running out. He has to attack pretty soon, or else he'll be behind, as Zizig will have mine from his expansion, from his natural expansion, and therefore have a greater income than his opponent, being able to produce more than his opponent. So I bet Chopper Magnet will move out as soon as he gets or finishes Steam Tech. Now this bench is going to try to harass Zizig, and Zizig should produce more units. He should add an extra gateway. He cannot defend Chopper Magnet's attack off two gateways and a robotics facility, producing 2 observers at once. The Banshee from Chopper Magnet is about to reach his opponent's natural expansion, and it seems Chopper Magnet is getting ready to move out to add the pressure. He might just move out now as soon as Combat Shield finishes, which is not that far away from Teglap, only a full minute behind, or so. Less than 1 full minute behind. No, this bench did some scouting. Never mind, it didn't even do scouting. It got shot down by those stalkers as soon as it approached the natural expansion of Zizig. Now we see Chopper Magnet finally moving out, and he should be expanding out of this pressure that he'll be adding on, if he adds it on. And there we go, he's also moving out and expanding at the same time. At the same time, Zizig is moving out, and he's going to realize that his opponent is also moving out. Now he's going to retreat, and he only has 3 gateways. That's probably what he needs right now. He should probably be producing an Immortal, and at the same time some extra gateways. That will help him tremendously right now. Now the observer positioned out to lightly scout his opponent. And Chopper Magnet just positioning himself right outside of Zizig's base. Zizig adding on an extra gateway, trying to boosting his gateways. And so far, nice defense, scaring off Chopper Magnet. Oh my god, the point of French drone is thrown down. The Raven gets picked up. Chopper Magnet is in trouble now, as a Banshee was also picked up. Oh my god, Zizig is splitting perfectly his opponent's army, and he should be more than fine now. As long as he warps in some Zealots, that's exactly why he's doing warps in. He only has 2 Zealots, and they're trapped behind the stalkers. Oh no, this could actually not work. But Chopper Magnet's units are not steamed, which means they're slower. And still, Zizig defends this perfectly, and now Chopper Magnet is in a lot of trouble as long as Zizig moves out. And that's exactly what Zizig is doing with 2 observers. Chopper Magnet should throw down a bunker, but he's not doing so yet. Trying to split his army as best as he can, producing an extra Banshee, and Zizig is coming in close. Zizig is almost at his opponent's base, and he's getting a Twilight Council right now. He's probably going to go for High Templars, as he knows that his opponent is going for a mostly bio heavy unit. Army. Now sending the observer. I don't know why I keep saying overseer. Maybe because the last game was a ZVC where there were no observers or ravens. Anyway, so the observer has a scouting Chopper Magnet's main, and the observer is scouting also the natural expansion for Chopper Magnet. He knows that this bunker is about to finish. And Triple Magnet adding a second bunker.
SCV ready.
And Triple Magnet has no idea that there is an observer right above his whole army. Now, Zizigi warping in some more units, and this bench is going to begin harassing Zizigi. But it finds a pylon. Oh, that's what happened with the first bench. It only shot this pylon down a few times. We got it to 100 hit points, and this time it is actually going to go down. There we go. This bench actually killed something, at least. And once again, there we go. An engagement at main at the expansion of Triple Magnet, and Triple Magnet is in trouble, but he might just actually hold it with the Banshee. Zizigi should at least be start focus firing the Banshee off, and he has to retreat now as he has been repelled. This attack has been repelled, and Triple Magnet cancels the bunker, getting 75 million back from it, and at the same time Triple Magnet almost only has half of his opponent's army. And the observer finally goes down as the Raven has popped up. Now we see Zizigi finally with the forward pylon. It took him a long time to just build that pylon. At the same time we see Triple Magnet. What is he going to be doing with this SCV? Nothing so far. He is mining only up to these geysers. And once again, Zizigi moving out to try to kill his opponent. And does this... No, this Raven doesn't have enough for a point defense turn. And this is a huge army by Zizigi. And Zizigi moves out. Force fields. And he only has a single observer. This Banshee should go down as long as it is target part. Cloaking another Banshee. And Triple Magnet is in a really tough position right now, as he's being just murdered by Zizigi, and Triple Magnet cursing off his opponent, saying explicit off. So Gonzaga University manages to tie up the series 1-1 after this game. Now we'll be going into the next game, game number 3, pretty soon. So welcome to the third game between UCF and Gonzaga University. Now we have reached our 2v2 between UCF and Gonzaga. So at the left position of this map, we have at left side actually, we have Evax Source. I'm just gonna call him Source, and we also have a Terran player called Youth, which are going to be playing for Gonzaga University. So I'm just gonna refer to both of them as the Gonzaga University team, or just Gonzaga team. So Gonzaga has sent out a Terran player and a Zerg player. This is a Protoss, sorry. A Protoss player and a Zerg player. That 1v1 really screwed me up, apparently. I cannot stop thinking about Zergs, apparently. I don't know. That ZVZ was good, I guess. So, once again, the Gonzaga team has sent out a Protoss and a Terran. I cannot believe I said it right. While UCF has sent out Ziragar as a Zerg player and Great Day as a Protoss player. So we have a PT against the ZP. Now, as we can see, the Gonzaga team has already scouted the Zerg player from UCF, while the Terran player from Gonzaga has scouted the Protoss player from UCF. On the other hand, I wonder whether, yes, Great Day from UCF has scouted both of the players from Gonzaga. Now, Ziragar for UCF has finished his spawning pool, and for a second I thought these were 3 Zerglings, but no, this is apparently only 1 Zergling. I mean 3 pairs of Zerglings. And he's just building his gas at the moment. At the same time, Great Day going for a quick gas. Never mind, I thought he went for a gas before the gateway. Apparently that intro took me forever to do. And I heard something being destroyed by the Zerglings. Was it a scouting probe? Let's see. Units lost. Yes, indeed, it was the scouting probe from Source for Gonzaga. Now, the UCF Zerg player is actually moving out at this moment through the middle of the map, going to be scouting his opponents, even though Great Day is already scouting Gonzaga's team. We have a huge ping for the Overlord. That's actually pretty bold. Usually Overlords don't go so far into their opponent's base. I don't even see the reason for it. And we see an extra gateway being added on. And this Overlord hasn't spotted that gateway. We see a Chrono Boost in the cybernetic score for the gateway. For the warp gates, I mean, not the gateways. Well, yeah, I guess that's an upgrade also for the gateways. And a 3 Rex coming out from Ilf for Gonzaga. Now, the Zerg player for UCF has some Zerglings all around the map. He has excellent control right now, both Sunlight Watchtowers and the center of the map. And at the same time, this probe from Great Day actually got into the main of Source. It's probably going to go down pretty quickly. Oh no, what? This is like completely ignoring that probe, and the probe now dies. No, I wonder whether UCF saw the 3 gate, and indeed UCF knows about the 3 gate, and they probably expect some kind of aggression pretty soon. But at the same time, we see banelings in production from UCF. And no speed yet. There we go. The speed finally completes 6 minutes into the game. That's a long time. And we're just waiting for something to happen, really. Not that much is occurring at the moment. More banelings being morphed. That is going to stomp the Terran player for Gonzaga University. And no expansions are out yet. The Zergling will spot for them. And another reactor being added on into barracks. And we see Great Day going for a 4 gate. Yes, that's a 4 gate. While Gonzaga University went for a 3 gate plus a forge for the quick weapons upgrade. Weapons level 1 upgrade. And now UCF moving the banelings to one side so that they don't explode if there's only a single scouting unit. And it seems Gonzaga's Brothers player is actually positioning himself to expand, but at the same time we see some sort of starting to run by, and they realize that they can't. I actually believe that they were trying to get some scouting information, and it's going to prompt Gonzaga University to move out. It has done it. More banelings being morphed at the moment. That brings the whole total to an extraordinary number of 14 banelings. And that's a lot of damage as they explode. So the focus firing is going to have to be spot on. At defensive bunker right now being added. And oh no, these units are got out of position. And now Gonzaga's first player is trying to back out. And some banelings are going to begin popped. And at the same time we see the third player for Gonzaga University target firing the banelings perfectly. He's trying to get into the base. Oh no, and oh no, it's a forward blink, and the bunker finally completes back. He doesn't put any units into it. I know he's trying to assemble his few forces, but this is a huge Protoss army in his main, and I think it might just be game over from now. We might just see a game over pretty soon coming out from Gonzaga University. UCF seems to have won this game with an excellent engagement. And yes, Gonzaga's third player transferring some Nevermind, just trying to get his SCVs into a different position where they can be more dirty here. And the last resource from... Oh, I didn't realize that this wasn't Steam. I always thought that that was Steam instead of Combat Shield. That's such a bad thing to research. And Gonzaga University has lost this matchup. So the winner in our 2v2 game number 3 is UCF. So UCF takes the lead 2-1, and we'll be going into 4th game pretty soon. Hello and welcome to game number 4 between UCF and Gonzaga University. In game number 1 we saw UCF take the lead in a ZVC, and in game number 2 we saw Gonzaga University tie it up. Now in the past game, in our 2v2, game number 3, we saw UCF once again pull the lead with a really nice engagement at the end of the game. Now we're going to go into our game number 4, which is a 1v1. And let's jump right into the game. So, our right position, at the right position we see Sardaukar playing for Gonzaga University as the green Zerg player. And this is going to be our DVZ, as you guys have just realized now. And at the left position we see Neverbeen as the red Zerg playing for UCF. Now, these players have spawned cross position, which might indicate a macro game. So let's see what both players have in store for this 4th game. If UCF wins this game, UCF will be the winner of the series, while if Gonzaga University wins this game, they will have the opportunity to play an extra game, a final game, an ace game. Now both players scouting the logical place where their opponents might be found. Never been going for a close by ear base, even though this map is pretty huge. And he will probably realize that his opponent is not there pretty soon. Now on the other hand, said Sardaukar, realizing that this is a ZVZ, sending his overlords already to their positions where he'll have map control. Now, both players have basically an identical build so far into the game. I haven't seen the timings might be exact, except the except the drones. It seems that Neverbeen might have started just slightly sooner his spawning pool, but not really that much of difference. And Neverbeen also started mining his extractor a little bit earlier than his opponent. So he's probably going to be researching speed as soon as the spawning pool completes. There we go. And the same for his opponent. There we go. So they're playing pretty similar. Now we see the first deviation with Sardaukar producing 4 Zerglings against Neverbeen's initial 2. Now he's producing 4. Never mind. They're still exactly in the same thing I want to say. Now Sardaukar's Zerglings have finally popped up, and now he'll be able to scout his opponent, and he's also going to go for a hatchery, while Neverbeen is actually just going to keep on producing Zerglings, and he's getting a Baneley nest. Oh, so that now means that Sardaukar is going to need to have some excellent control to refill those Zerglings and those Banelings, and he's going to have a perfect defense as he's getting the expansion instead of Baneley nest. Now he's getting a Roach Warren with this expansion, and Sardaukar getting 1 Zergling, just picking up 1 single Zergling, but they come in packs of 2, so the difference is not that much. Some damage, and at the same time Sardaukar just has in his army 6 Zerglings. Now this overlord almost gets picked up, and he can get picked up at the screen. Oh, is it going to get picked up? No! If the screen was actually moved out to this ledge, it could have been picked up. And now it's a little engagement. Never been trying to pick off this hatchery, just doing 60 damage, and some Banelings coming in, and oh, this could spell disaster for his opponent, and there we go! This could just be GG, as Sardaukar has lost all his Zerglings, but he's with the 4 roaches in production, and some Zerglings are finally popping up, and a single roach. Oh, 2 roaches out at the moment, an extra 4 in production, and the roaches are just being picked up so quickly. Another extra 2 roaches pop out, and Sardaukar leaves the game, which means UCF wins the series. So that means that UCF wins this series 3-1 against Gonzaga University. And the game hasn't finished, apparently. Never been just stayed in that game for a long time. Anyways, so UCF has managed to beat Gonzaga University with the final score of 3-1 in this best of 5. So congratulations to UCF and better luck for Gonzaga University next time. And to you guys, thanks for watching. This video will be uploaded to the CSL's main page soon. I want to say. I actually have no idea how long it will take, but yeah, it'll be uploaded there if you want to rewatch it. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.